All right, guys, in this episode, I'm going to show you how to save your progress. So every single time you run through a trigger box, as you can see in the top left, it doesn't respawn a quest. It actually it tells you if it's completed or not. So yeah, game instance, save game, all that, progress through your game. Let's go. It's going to be fun. All right, guys, in this episode of our intermediate series, episode 2, we are going to start saving our progress to our game. Now, every single time that we load up, okay, we had this little quest that we made in the beginner series where we go through and we destroy the enemy if he doesn't kill us first because our health is really low. We destroyed the enemy, and then it's over, and he lays there for a few seconds, and then he dies. And right now, if you look in the top left of the screen, I saved the game, okay? But when I come back out here and I restart the game again, you see I started right back here and it just restarts the quest again, and we don't want that because, you know, it's pretty much restarting the game every single time again. So I'm going to show you how to do that using our game instance that we created in the first episode of our intermediate series here, and also with the quests that we done last episode. And we're going to use our BP save game that we made in our beginner series there. So a few things that we're going to do here. First thing is, if you go to your content and your blueprints, and if you don't have this and you're starting this intermediate series, these project files, they are in the description. You can get them on our Patreon for $5, plus you can get all the free animations. Everything's linked down in the description, and there's a link to everything in the comments. But first thing we want to do is go to your save and load system here and go to your BP save game. And over here on the left side, you see where we already have our current health, our max health, and our location and our rotation. All right, so let's go ahead and create a new Boolean variable. And we're going to name this, that first quest, we'll just call it opening quest. Or no, we'll do BS. No, let's not do the BS. Let's just do beginner quest, you know, so we know it came from the beginner series, because we're going to do a few quests and we're going to create worlds and everything in this and move back and forth and save stuff. So I want to make sure that we know what we're doing here. All right, so we want this beginner quest right here, and that's all you need to do here is just create that Boolean beginner quest. Leave the default value to none, you know, to false, and leave it alone. We don't need it. You can close it out. All right, so over in our game instance now, go over here to our variables panel here, and we're going to put GI for game instance, and then we're going to do beginner quest, name it the same thing. Okay, and from here, we got to add this to this chain of our saves. All right, so right now on our save game, we are saving our current health from our player. We are saving our max health, okay? And then we have our save game and our location and rotation. All right, so from here, what we want to do is just pull this out right here. And from right here, just we want, from our BP save game, we just want to pull out here, and we want to search for that beginner quest variable, and we want to set it, okay? And that variable, and this is always, it looks like a mess. It looks like a mess for everybody. So just double click it and you can pull it off over here. And for the input right here, we want this GI beginner quest. All right, and you might say, okay, and just plug that in. All right, and you might say, okay, well, how does it know? All right, I'm gonna show you that. That's the next step. So right here, just make sure everything's plugged back in. Go back down here to your load game, because we want it to make sure it's loaded. And we're gonna do kind of the same thing here. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Let's slide this down. And from our BP save game, we just want to pull out over here, and we want to search for that beginner quest. But this time we're going to want to get it and get our GI beginner quest and go over here, and we want to set it on load. So whatever it has been set to in the save, so if it's completed in our game, we're going to make it where this Boolean turns from false to true. All right, and then we're going to save it. All right, and then on load, it's going to check to see if it's true or false, and it's going to load on this variable here. But this variable right here is what we're going to actually call and we're going to set. Okay, and I'll show you that here in a second. So now that we've done that, just compile and save, and we're done with our game instance for now. And you're going to be using that a lot throughout your game. So, and if you're doing just one world, I mean, you don't really have to have a game instance, but in my game, it's absolutely huge. And for those who's been following me for a while, I'm developing the biggest medieval open world game ever made. So there's a lot of quests and a lot of different worlds, a lot of different trials, shrines, whatever you want to call them, and you've got to have a lot of, you know, it's a lot of moving parts. All right, so let's go to our content folder and let's go to quest. All right, and let's open our BP quest 1. Okay, and you can see here's our quest right here. And we have this variable right here, quest completed, that we said that we were going to use. Let's just delete that. We're not going to use that. Okay. And what we're going to do is just go over here and let's get that out of the way. All right. And right here on the overlap of the box, okay, where this do once and where we're casting to a character, let's just slide that down, and we're going to do something else first. Okay, before we do any of that, what we want to do is we want to cast to our game instance. All right, so now we want to cast to my game, to GI my game, and then from that point, just sit there and we want to search our get game instance. Okay. And from our get game instance, we want to get that variable that we created earlier, that GI beginner quest. We want to get GI beginner quest. Okay. And we want to check. So pull out from there, we want to do a branch. All right. And we want to check to see if it has been completed. All right. If it is true, or if it is false, the beginner quest has been completed, then, you know, we want to do it. But if it's true, we won't want to do anything. And we can do a print string here, just in case I got this backwards, because I haven't done this in a minute. And we'll just put, you know, completed. And from that point, but if it's false, we're going to want to run through here, do all our logic, and go down here to the end, right after we clear and validate timer, and do the same exact thing. So if you want to just grab this, these two nodes right here, and just Control C to copy, come down here to the end, and you can Control V to paste there after we clear and validate the timer. And then from here, we just want to pull off and we want to set that variable, set GI beginner quest. We want to set that it's completed to true. All right. So now, if we go and we start our game, we're here in our quest. So let's try not to die right here, and let's try to defeat our enemy before he kills us. Okay? No, he killed us. All right, so we should respawn. We have our respawn system. Okay, so let's just do that over again. I'll try not to die this time. All right, so where's he at? All right, there he is. All right, let's try to get him before he kills us. Well, if I can actually hit him. We're also going to add target locking too, by the way. But we're going to probably do that in the... oh no, we might do it in this series. Okay, so now it's defeated. Now he's defeated. Now we can press our button, save our game. Just make sure, we'll give it a second. Okay, and I'm going to run over here so we're not actually in the trigger when it starts. And all right, so now we done all that. He died. We set it. So now we should be able to press play and run through the trigger box and nothing happened. So let's see. And as you can see on the top left right there, it says completed. All right, so now that it's been, see, every time we go through, it's completed. All right, and why is it doing that? So you can see that this progress of the game has been saved. And you can actually go at this point and, you know, have another variable that says, you know, if this is completed, then, you know, start, you know, quest 2 or whatever. But that's pretty much it. That's how you can save your progress throughout the game. And all we pretty much did here is we just created a variable in our game instance, and we set it in our save and our load. So as soon as we were done, you know, and it was completed, then you know, we don't have to worry about, you know, having to restart the game every single time. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So look out for episode 3. We're going to get into some more fun stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.